This is the Yuki Kabuki Deutizia, and you can see the little pink and white flowers. Aren't those pretty? This is going to be pretty when it opens. Hey y'all, I just recorded a whole video and forgot to tell y'all what we were doing. I have some Yuki Kabuki Deutizia, and I literally just bought these. I'm going to share some information with you, and I'll tell you that in the video as well. But I have some plants that I need to get in the ground, and I just wasn't going to be stopped today. It did start raining on me, which is why I am wet. If you can't tell, I am soaking. I'm about to change clothes, but I just wanted to let y'all know I put in some coreopsis and some tulips. I got all of these things on clearance from Lowe's. But these Yuki Kabuki Deutizia I found at Patuxent Nursery, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to get those in the ground too. Just had you guys along with me as I did some planting. So enjoy the video. I am really glad that I did not come out here and dig up these two. Oh my God, 3? 4. Okay, so I thought that this was my Casablanca lily coming back, and then I saw that one, and I was like, okay, I'm glad I didn't dig it up. And then I saw this one, and I'm like, oh, I would have stepped right into that. And now, do y'all see this? There's another one. So these need to be moved. They can't stay back here. This is like right by the fence line, and here's a champagne barberry here. I need to move these two over here. I'm going to try to put them by the ducks where these Asiatic lilies are, because they're not going to thrive here. Honestly, I don't have space for these, but I don't know where else to do other than put them in a container. Like, what? These get huge. And this is my little tiny space, so I don't know, y'all. I was not expecting that. These need a home. I'm going to figure it out. But we're going to dig these up. All right. Okay, here's one. Way more dirt than I need. I was not expecting that. All right. Wow, okay. So these are my 4 lilies, and honestly, I had no idea this was going to happen. I mean, I knew they would spread, but I didn't think I would get 4. I don't know. I wasn't prepared. So we're going to figure out where to put these. All right, y'all. I'm going to set these aside because honestly, I don't know where I'm going to put them. I don't really have space back here. I was unprepared. So we're going to figure it out, but I need to get these new trees that I bought. These Yuki Kabuki Deutzias. I want to get these in the ground. So let's do that. I bought these Deutzias to replace the dwarf crepe myrtles that I dug out, and these get 2 to 5 feet. And they have these pretty pink and white flowers on them. So they had different varieties, but this was the one that I chose. And my hope is that these will be a nice little filler, and they will stay lower than my barberries, which is what I wanted to do. And y'all, it is raining, but these things need to go in the ground. Let's pray that my camera holds up in the rain. If I had a much bigger yard, y'all, and you see I'm moving quickly. I'm putting some biotone down here for my deutzias, and I'm gonna put the information about these up. Oh, they're awfully pretty. They're not yet in bloom. So, this is the Yuki Kabuki Deutizia, and you can see the little pink and white flowers. Aren't those pretty? This is gonna be pretty when it opens. Let me get this in the ground, because it is raining, y'all. I'm gonna be big mad if something happens to my camera, because can't nobody afford that. Okay, gotta get you in the ground. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. I think that this is going to be pretty, and to prevent it from getting too tall, this is going to be easily prunable. Doesn't that look pretty? I'll put one right there, and I'll put the other one right here. Never seen this plant before. I was at my local pusher, Patuxent Nursery, and I saw the plant in the store, and it wasn't this variety, it was another one, but oh wow, I was like, that is gorgeous. What is that? I was actually in the checkout line. They had it in the front, like, you know how you was a kid and they would put the candy at the front, and you stop your mom like, I gotta have lemon heads. And so that's how these plants were up there. I guess these are the new lemon heads if you're a grown up, y'all. Now deutzia in the ground, and I'm gonna tap these in with my foot and just push the soil down, because we don't want any air pockets. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking pretty. Wait till we put mulch out here. That's gorgeous, y'all. Look at that. The two of those right there. Y'all, I think I can put 2 lilies right here in this little space where she is. So there's obviously a drift of lilies right here and one over here. If I dig this up and move it, this could be like a little lily corner, right? So let's try it. Nothing beats a failure but a try. We're gonna put these down here. Boy, I did not see y'all coming, but you're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. All right. Okay, we're gonna put you right here. There's a little lily right there. And we hope you make it, but my goal was to get these 3 in the ground. Okay. I'm still rushing to get out of this rain. Okay, all of these are clearance plants. This tulip had already bloomed, so it was on clearance for $1. These coreopsis, all they needed was water, but they were getting rid of them. So since I know I've trampled these are going in my yard. That's where I'm putting the coreopsis. And this tulip is going to go over here by these hyacinth. Let's move this light. You're gonna go right here, little baby. You know, I'm planting everything so close together. You're not gonna be able to see everything. Child, I know, I don't care. I need more. I need more plants. It's just me and my plants. Sometimes I water them. Okay. I don't know where that song came from. That I heard it on TikTok, y'all. I'm the garden buddy on TikTok. Y'all want to come over there? I do not post as much on TikTok. I probably post more on Lemonade and Instagram, because TikTok is a lot of interaction for a little old introvert like me. So she not ready. Okay, I'm putting that down there. So this is gonna be so pretty when it comes up in the springtime. That is gonna be gorgeous. Lost a petal. And then we'll get our little light back in. So these solar lights, of course, you only see them in the evening, but I have it set to shine on this tree. That's it. And it lost the last few petals, so we got one standing, and I'm gonna leave these up so you can see it right there. I think that's pretty. Now we're gonna get these coreopsis in. It's gonna be right here in the front, and this is gonna be it. And then I'm gonna, this not enough sense to come in out the rain. That's me. I'm already sniffling and congested. That's what's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna dry off. Not enough sense to come in out the rain. It is me. I just want to get these things in here, though. Plants are always going to be happier in the ground where they can get nutrients and stuff. I've got good compost in here. This is not a compost year for me. I add compost to the ground every other year because it's just this little garden bed. Oh my goodness, look at that, the roots coming through. I just pulled this off. You're gonna be much happier in the ground where you could spread out. And I'm gonna, the last of what I got in there. All right. Poor little ducks. I'll rinse those off, but not today, because today we got to get out of here. So I moved these 3 Casablanca, well 4 Casablanca Lilies. I moved those there. I placed my 2 Yuki Kabuki Deutzias, and I will pull the paper off. And then I placed these 1, 2, 3 coreopsis here. And then I put the 1 red tulip that I got on clearance over here. That's going to be so pretty coming up in the spring every year. But this is what it's looking like. We still got to come out, clean off all this dirt and blow off the dirt off the rocks, but we're not going to do that in the rain, y'all. We're going to let it cook here and get us a nice little mud slurry.